Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video I've never done before, and I'm going to be doing the Try a Chapter book tag. So this is where, if you've never watched one of these before, it's where you get like a gathering of books and you read the first chapter for each book and then kind of decide what you're going to read. So for this one, I picked the 4 contemporaries that my sister picked out for me to read on June. If you haven't seen my June TBR, I'll leave it linked below. But yeah, my sister picked out 6 books for me to read. 4 of them are these. Then she also picked out Harry Potter and the Cursed Child and The Outsiders. And both of those books I'm excited to read, but I just right now feel like reading a contemporary, so I did the Try a Chapter with these books. So let me real quick go through the 4 books. So we have Fireworks by Katie Cotugno, All These Lives by Sarah Wiley, Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, and then To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. So I've actually already read all the chapters. I was kind of worried that the chapters would be super long and it would take me a long time to read each one, but they were all around like 6 to 9 pages, so it was really like easy to do. So let's just start. We'll start with To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. So this follows a girl named Laura Jean, and it's she writes love letters to all the boys that she likes but never actually mails them. And so I'm pretty sure that they end up getting mailed somehow, and then she has to deal with the fallout of this. So I read the first chapter, obviously. It was only 6 pages long, and it was like getting introduced to her family. She has like 2 sisters, and her her older sister just broke up with her boyfriend. It was good. Like not that I was surprised that it was so good, because I really think that I'll like Jenny Han, because she has like a very similar writing style as Morgan Matson, as Sarah Dessen, like some of those type, like Jessie Kirby too. I think that they all have like a similar writing style and tell similar stories in the sense that, I don't know, they're all just like contemporaries. With all those authors, their contemporaries have substance, but they're not like super, super dark. You know, they're still kind of fun reads, even though they do have some meat on the bones. I really like this, you know, as much as you can like a book in the first chapter. I really like Laura Jean. I liked her sisters and that kind of dynamic, and I'm excited to see where the story like goes, and you know, trying to see her navigate that situation when her letters get mailed out. So I'm excited to read this. If you didn't know, this is part of a trilogy too. This is the first one, obviously. So this is like a contender for me to read first. So Love and Gelato, this one I was super excited that my sister, she actually bought this for me from Book Outlets. And this one I actually read the prologue of. It was pretty lengthy. It was like 6 pages. So I read that instead of chapter 1. But when I was reading it, I guess I forgot that I was doing a tag, and I kind of read a little bit into chapter 1. So this is about a girl whose mom, you find out, has cancer. And then in chapter 1, I'm pretty sure that her mom has died. I mean, it's not outright clear, like they haven't said like, oh, my mom died, but you know, it's like, I'm gonna guess that she has passed away. So anyway, her mom really wants her to go to Italy because that's where her father lives, and she's never really met her father, I'm gathering in the chapter. And then eventually the girl finds a diary that her mom wrote when she was young, and I'm gonna guess that she kind of follows along in the diary, like goes where her mom goes, and, you know, experiences those same things, and maybe that helps her get over her grief a little bit. I'm also think that there's a romance in this. So as you can tell, since I read more than I was supposed to, I really enjoyed this book. I'm really excited to read it. I really hope I like this book, because this author just came out with a book that takes place in Ireland. And that one sounds really cute too. So I have high hopes for this one. It is pretty lengthy. It's like almost 400 pages. I don't think this is going to be the first one that I pick up, because it's a little more heavy than I want. Like, I, at this point of June, don't want to be reading about a mother or a daughter overcoming the loss of her mother. I just want something a little bit lighter, but I'm very excited to get into this later on. The next one we have is All These Lives by Sarah Wiley. This is a book that I've never even heard about. My sister picked it out, I think because she just wanted to get out. I think my sister picked it out just like on a whim because she was ready to place the order and wanted to stop looking. But this follows two twins. Obviously, if they're twins, there's two of them, but it follows a set of twins. They're like teenagers, and one of them has cancer, and then the other one has always heard her whole life, her mom has always told her that, oh, you have 9 lives. And so she starts to, I think, try and put herself in near-death experiences because she thinks that the lives are going to float off into the universe, and maybe her sister will like catch one of them and get better. So I read, obviously, the first chapter. It was 9 pages long, and I like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I was really dreading it, and because I guess it's completely judging a book by its cover. I think it's not like that cute of a cover, I don't think. So I just had no hope for this book at all, and so I was really pleasantly surprised. The writing is good. Yeah, in the first chapter you just find out about her sister, that she has cancer, and this whole kind of myth that she has, that the other sister has 9 lives. It's like setting up the whole story of that. Obviously, that's what first chapters do. Anyway, again, like with Love and Gelato, this is just a bit more of a heavy read than I'm wanting right now. But I'm actually excited to read this. Like, I'm really glad I did this try a chapter tag. Otherwise, I think I would have read this if I hadn't, but I would have waited till like the very last day of June or something. Really kind of drug my feet, but I'm excited to read this one, just not right now. Then the last one is Fireworks by Katie Cotugno. This is about 2 friends who end up being discovered like to be part of like the next big girl band or band. And I think that there's going to be like friendship struggles between them as they compete against each other, and that's going to add some tension into their friendship. The narrator of this book, she comes from, her mother is an alcoholic. That sets it up in the first chapter, and it talks, for as short as the chapter was, it was only like 6 pages, it talks a lot about like her home life and about how her friend, I guess I should get the names. So Olivia is the friend and Dana is the narrator. So Dana's home life is not very good. Her mother's an alcoholic, and she always has to work because her mom doesn't like provide for her. And at the very end of the first chapter, her mom is trying to get money to buy food, but really it was to buy alcohol. And Dana just lost her job where she worked. It got shut down. And so you compare that to Olivia's family, which is seen as kind of like upper middle class, and just, the parents were, it just seems like an idyllic family. And so you have that tension, and then I think the tension of when they start this girl band, there's going to be some tension between them. I did like this. I have read one of Katie's books before, and I liked it. It was 99 Days. It was good. It's not my favorite writing in the world, but I have this book, and I have another one of hers, top 10, so I hope I like it. So what I'm going to read first is kind of between Fireworks and To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and I think I'm going to go with To All the Boys I Loved Before. I just think the writing was just maybe a little more sophisticated than Katie Cotugno's book. Overall, I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Fireworks, even though it was only 1 chapter. I just have a feeling that this is going to be the one that I like the least. I think I'm going to get frustrated with the friendship dynamics, and I don't know. I just have a feeling that I'm not going to really like this one. Not that I will hate it, but it's just, I think out of these 4 books, it'll be my least favorite. So I'm not going to read this right now. So I am going to read To All the Boys I've Loved Before first. I'm really excited to read this, and I think these will be like great summer reads. I actually have the audiobook for this, but I think I am going to physically read it because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like you get more of a connection when you physically read things versus the audiobooks. And maybe that's just me because I kind of binge audiobooks. Like, I'll listen to them at work for like hours straight. And so, you know, I can finish an audiobook for like 2 weeks or in 2 days. But if I, you know, to read it, it might take me like 4 to 7 days. So I think, you know, when I physically read it, I just get to spend more time with the characters and develop a bond versus when I listen to audiobooks. But so I think I'm going to physically read this, and I don't know, I'm so excited to finally to read this series. It's so beloved. So that was my Triad chapter tag. Let me know down below if you want me to do more of these. Yeah, please subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.